you know what would be really cool? It'd be really cool if we were all like little kids. Do you know what I like about little kids? Little kids are happy to see people for no reason whatsoever. Have you ever noticed that? Sometimes I walk into the grocery store or something, if there's like a little kid that recognizes me from the church, they're like, "Oh, it's you!" What if we treated each other that way all the time? We'd be like walking in, "Oh, it's you!" Besides being called mentally challenged, we probably Troy, it's just a little too happy to see you. But do you remember that? Do you remember when you were a kid, Mom doesn't? "Hey, we're gonna go to Grandpa and Grandma's." You were like, "Oh boy, whoa, yay!"
Oh no.
You weren't like, "Wait a minute, those are really old, smelly people with nothing to do." You were excited. I remember I used to be excited when we're going to Aunt Lou and Uncle Dick's house. Oh boy! Ah! It's kind of boring there. But I was really excited because it was Aunt Lou and Uncle Dick. And it was really cool. It was a treat to see people. And I got to play with kids. See, I was raised by wolves. No, I wasn't raised by wolves. I was raised by old people. And see, my mom, well, let me put it this way. Mom and Dad got busy when they were late in life. And they had me. And they were already done with kids by then. My brother and sister were both 15 years old when they had me. So basically, by the time I was 4 or 5, brother and sister were out of the house. And I was raised like an only kid. And not just an only kid, but an only kid with old people. So it was weird for me to be around other kids. And the only time I was ever really around other kids was when we went to Nebraska, saw them, and I spent time with my cousin Paul. And it was really cool. It was awesome. Until I spent time with my cousin Paul, until I was like 10 years old, I'd never slept over at somebody else's house. And I went and slept over at my cousin Paul's house. The next morning we were both trying to figure out which one of us had went to bed. But we used to have a lot of fun. So it was always like, yeah, I can't wait to see him. It's going to be awesome. And the cool thing was, I always knew when we go to visit family that was far away, that they were always going to love me, always going to accept me, and always going to be nice to me. Because they were my family. And they had to be. My cousins were always great. And they were just as excited as I was. And even my aunt and uncle as adults, they'd act really excited. You know, they gave me a nickname. My nickname was Trooper. And it went from like Trooper to Trooper Daniels or Trooper Duper. Alright, I don't know why they gave me that nickname. But my aunt, when I'd come through the door, she'd go, "Well, Trooper Duper Duper Duper." And I'm like,